What the ranch hands? There's a lot of stuff going on, and I think obviously the biggest aspect of this is this whole family storyline that they're telling right now.
Yep.
Because we got word about why Beth hates Jamie, and it goes back to when they were kids, and Jamie went to help her with like an abortion, but then had everything removed that sterilized her, so she was never able to have kids. And as the show just goes, there's this constant talk of John and passing the ranch on. And at this point, it's really only Tate. He's the only one, the only kid in the family, except for the whole situation with Jamie, that we're not sure if that's an actual thing. The baby that supposedly he
what
has,
happened to that?
I don't know if that's going to come into play at any point. But basically the idea that Lee never married, never had kids. Kayce has obviously a wife and a kid. And Jamie, obviously, like, he doesn't seem like he's interested in that and raising a family.
No, he wants a career. I don't think he really wants a family life.
So the idea that Beth doesn't have that option and the family's starting to find out about it now, I think this could go in so many different directions. And the most extreme obvious is Jamie finally just being killed and taken out of the family, like officially being removed from the family literally by death because of just how this goes. And again, obviously he's in a really high power position right now, so it'd be really difficult to just kill him. But there's ways around it, obviously, because like
John... They would probably figure it out,
yeah, I think John's got ways of handling that kind of thing. But like Kayce, he walked in on the conversation. He's going to find out. And I just wonder if this gets to Rip, how he's going to respond to this.
I don't
Because I think that's the big one.
Honestly, this comes in real handy.
Oh, yeah.
You're the trailer park, I'm the tornado. I have a feeling that Rip would be tornado.
Oh, yeah. He'll absolutely destroy the trailer park all over the place in that analogy. But it's one of those things where there's just so much focus and talk about the future and the ranch and passing it on generation, like this generational wealth that Jamie had a meeting about with the business people who want to buy the land and build this ski resort, airport, and city. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's like, there is no generation.
Yeah.
There's currently one kid who would benefit from all of this. And it just highlights and really heightens the drama of the family dynamic, realizing why Beth is the way that she is, why the relationship is the way that it is. And it just probably puts even more stress and pressure on John to not give it up, or it takes him in another direction where it's like, maybe now is the time to actually give it up. Where
I think he still has Tate in mind.
Yeah.
To just give it to Tate.
I totally think that's the direction. But I mean, he has options, and the idea that it's just Tate, I don't know. That makes it really tough. Obviously, we've seen so many moments of the two of them where John is all about his grandkid, and they've got a great relationship. Obviously, they've had a couple moments of danger and potentially bad things happening, but you know, they have a great relationship. They got great conversations. You could tell that John friggin' gushes over his friggin' grandchild.
Honestly, the sun rises and sets with Tate.
Big bad John becomes a little softy when Tate's around, which is
all grandparents, honestly.
Which is pretty standard.
Yeah.
So that's the obvious direction that it goes, that he stands, fights, keeps it, does whatever he can to avoid this whole thing playing out. But the thing with Monica is now interesting, because the episode started with a girl missing. They ended up finding her at the end.
Awful.
She was, didn't end up well. And obviously Monica wants to help, and Thomas showed up. They had a conversation. She's going to join this board, this committee that he's creating, this council, and she's going to lead this charge to help this situation. And I'm just wondering what kind of intention Thomas has. Is it strictly I know Monica wants to help, I'm going to bring her on and have her help? Or is this a way to get basically someone who's on the Dutton side to
for that assistance,
flip a little bit kind of thing and
get what you mean.
Create a little bit of conflict? Because again, Monica doesn't necessarily love the situation living on the ranch. She made a comment about how big the tub is and her people don't live that way and all that. And she has this guilt about being there.
Absolutely.
So it's just one of those things where I'm wondering what the overall intent is. I said it in the last video, I really hope that it's just 100% a positive thing where he sees that she could actually help and do some really good things, and that he's not going to try to use her for any kind of placement or gaining an edge or anything like that in the situation that he's dealing with. But I mean, again, this whole thing is circling around Beth, the truth about her situation, not being able to have kids, the family, all these years later now finding out about it. And I mean, the way John was like walking down Jamie in that moment,
Honestly.
it was like, holy shit, dude. Like, John is a scary ass dude.
Honestly.
And
I struggle with the whole thing, like, though, but you're my kid. Like, I don't know. But also, that's a shit thing. I don't know what I would do.
I mean, you just hope that your children never do things like that that even make you question the idea, like, am I going to do harm to my own child or disown my own child or remove them from the family because of something horrible that they've done?
Please don't do
like,
that.
Jamie,
ever, children.
Like that, I feel like that conflict is constantly surrounding Jamie and the decisions that he's making, because it's like one of those things where it's in his mind. All he wants is his dad's attention and approval and just trying to do things to like get him to be like, I'm proud of you, son. But he keeps fucking things up and he keeps getting second chances. And it's like his third or fourth chance at this point after certain things have played out. And now he's in this really giant role of attorney general. And it seems like he'd be kind of untouchable in this spot. But again, John Dutton's got a lot of power, a lot of sway.
Yeah.
He's very influential in this world, just all over the place. But I mean, the idea that Jamie was presented this plan with all this money and considering the role that he's in, I'm wondering if he could play any of that to his advantage, considering the family is essentially seems like they're going to turn on him now. And it just feels like such a big thing. And it just sucks so much that this is coming out now, so many years after the fact, that Beth has been holding on to this. So many different moments that we've seen throughout the show, her just screaming her friggin' heart out in the closet that one time, just the constant conflict that the two of them have had. It's just been so insane, and finding out why it's
awful.
Yeah.
Just awful.
And just the way that flashback was given to us, and now the story's playing out the way that it is.
I would be such a fucking asshole to deal with if you fucking did that shit to me.
I mean, it makes sense why Beth is.
Fury. Yeah.
Like a Beth Dutton.
Like a Beth Dutton.
Seriously.
Like a scorned woman.
It just like
it's more than scorned.
I would imagine it's one of those things where you go back now and rewatch the earlier episodes. You're like, that makes
fucking
sense.
Understand.
That makes total sense. Why did she freak out in that moment? Like, why did she lose it so much in that spot? You're like, oh, because of
fucking Jamie.
When they were kids and the relationship that they had, and she
came to you for help.
Yeah.
Not to be having her decisions sterilized from her life.
And I mean, again,
fucking awful.
Just to play like the devil's advocate thing, he might not have any idea what any of that had meant or what the consequences.
He works with cattle.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's a possibility.
He doesn't work with cattle.
I'm on Beth's side 1,000,000% on this thing, but I'm just saying that there's a possibility he might not have even known what all of that meant. But because he was still young and maybe he learned later. But again, regardless, I feel like this is the moment. There's been a lot of them, it felt like. But this is the moment where I feel like at some point the result of Jamie being eliminated is going to come from this. The family finding out what he did to her all those years ago. So
this can't go well.
And we're getting close to the end of season 3 here. So you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Let's go.
What is...
Oh, they're also got like a land conflict going on with someone that John has history with, which...
I don't know if it's a land...
Oh, what the fuck? Yikes, dude.
Why does it look like they're stealing cattle?
That's exactly what it looks like. Oh, what the hell? The dogs are just What?
I'll be home late.
It's so early.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day.
Isn't it always?
You look torn. Should you go to work or should you lie on top of me?
God don't like me enough to give me you in the morning on a peaceful afternoon the same day.
Every single time he looks at her, it's like looking at her for the first time.
Peace in the afternoon. That's a tough choice.
She makes the decisions real easy for him. He's like, all right, I can wait a little bit.
They're so cute together. Like, just... Like, that's love. That's want.
The thing that's so cool about their relationship is it's like, I feel like they're completely different people when they're together. It's like
they're
they
separate.
No, when they're together, it's like they're lovey and soft with each other, and
that.
like. But when they're like in their jobs and in their businesses, they're like ruthless, and it's just really sweet seeing them together all the time.
It is.
Because.
But literally, the look on his face is like every single time he sees her is the first time he sees her.
Everyone needs to find someone
who looks at you the way Rip looks at Beth.
Thank you. I was trying to get that out. I was like, wait, it's in there. Thank you for you finished my sentence for me. Thank you. So Kayce didn't kill him. The craziest thing about Jamie.
Warranty deed? What is he doing with that? Are you just gonna sell shit from under people? Oh my god.
The wild thing with him is that he constantly goes to Beth for help and advice.
And Beth is like, fuck off.
No, but like generally she's like pretty straight up with him, but knowing their relationship, I don't understand why he would keep going to her for advice.
Don't get up. Stay as long as you want.
Hey, baby, I was some bronc to break my back so I could lay in bed all day bumping fucking uglies till noon. Don't that sound nice?
Just a matter of time.
When the fuck did the bunkhouse become Paradise Island? I mean, come on, Lloyd. You gotta be kidding me.
She's old enough to vote and buy bullets. Don't be blaming me for bad judgment.
Get these goddamn barrel racers out of here before the whole bunkhouse is carrying their groom bag to the rodeo.
We're not freeloaders. If you want to put us to work, we can work.
Jimmy, get your shit together. You're with me today. Go get that 5-year-old Sorrel out of the stall.
I'll get him.
He's recovering nicely.
Mm-hmm. Where are you taking him?
Tired of trying to ride the rodeo out of this son of a bitch. We'll take him to Hamilton and he can fuck all he wants there.
Can I come?
It's not a fucking road trip.
He's too busted up to help you. I can help.
She doesn't have to do that. I'm just being...
Ooh, she's feisty.
It's Mia. She's my girlfriend.
It'll be one of these fucking days, isn't it? I should have never got out of bed. Go get your ass in the truck.
You probably shouldn't have gotten out of bed.
What do y'all want to listen to?
Air conditioning.
Strong silent type. I like it.
Yes, he is.
Yep, dogs. Fucking
Looks like you used dogs. They made an alley with panels.
Looks like cows and calves.
You brand those calves yet? Ear tagged?
Nothing.
Well, if he's smart, change the brand on those cows and drive them to North Dakota, but he's gonna want to sell them calves right now. Ryan, why don't you take the sale barn and Three Forks? You take Lewiston, I'll take Billings.
Dude, people constantly fucking with them. It like never ends.
Does this happen to like everybody that has cattle?
There's no court filing that changes power of attorney for the Dutton Ranch for John Dutton.
Then she used Schwartz and Meyer's attorneys and they filed in Salt Lake.
Does that make it invalid here?
No, but it does muddy the water.
Elections Division needs a certified copy of your birth certificate.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't sign for it. It has to be you. They can get it for you downstairs.
Can it wait until after the meeting?
And they said it must be on file to ratify your appointment. I think they want it done before the meeting.
Okay.
Why does this feel sketchy now?
100%. He's trying to...
No, what are we about to find out on a birth certificate?
Oh, you think something's up with his birth certificate?
I don't know.
I just think all this other shit he's doing is shady as hell.
Driver's license and social security card.
It's like, is he not actually a Dutton?
Right?
Is his shit like in a special place with like a note on it?
Like, fuck this guy. I don't know.
One of the other interesting interactions that Jamie had with Beth, like he was like, I got something to tell you, and she responded with like, you're pregnant. Which I thought was like, oh damn.
Seem to be doing a lot of that lately.
A lot of what?
A whole lot of staring into nothing.
I have decisions to make that take time, take a lot of thought. The world just got a little too fast, honey. We need to find a way to slow it down.
Not sure the world does slow down, Dad.
It does if you know how.
Oh, you're gonna have to teach me that trick.
You're gonna marry him, aren't you?
Maybe.
Yes, you are. You love him.
If he asks me, yes.
Cute.
He won't ask you, honey.
Why not?
Not because he doesn't want to, but because he'll never ask me for your hand, and he'll never ask you without doing that.
Well, that's
Wouldn't want
fucked.
to put me in that position, even though he isn't putting me anywhere. He just won't do it, honey. So if it's what you want, you're gonna have to do the asking yourself.
You saying you'd be okay with that?
Are you asking me to be okay with it?
She's being so cute right now. Look how sweet. I love a father-daughter conversation.
Can you have my hand, Daddy?
Aww.
So cute.
You love him?
Duh.
Makes you happy?
Since the moment I met him.
Well, happy's all I've ever wanted for you, sweetheart. You give him your hand if he gives you that.
We have daughters. I hope one day that they find a partner that makes them as happy as Rip makes Beth. Fuck.
Obviously, as happy as I make you.
Sorry, Beth,
Sorry for what?
that you thought you couldn't come to me. That you thought I'd be ashamed or you'd be in trouble for it or whatever you thought. I'm the one safe person in
But
this
he
world
don't
that
know
you
it's
can turn
Rip's
to, Beth, for
either.
anything.
He would have
And
been
it breaks my heart I
pissed.
didn't make you know that.
I know it now. And now is all that matters.
Look how emotional he's getting.
Like, to watch Beth cry, even though she does not cry.
If she's crying, it's because it's a really special, emotional, or devastating moment.
You made me work for this one.
Oh, yeah? How'd I do that?
You didn't tell me you were adopted.
Because I'm not.
What the fuck?
This isn't me.
What in the hell?
What the fuck is this?
You were adopted. I'm gonna save you 3 days on the internet trying to figure out why your family lied to you. This is what took me so long.
What the hell, dude?
I couldn't read any of that fast enough.
This is a criminal court record.
So his dad,
One thing I
His
learned behind
mom.
this desk, most people believe they're doing the right thing, even though they ain't. I wouldn't go too hard on your dad on this one. I wouldn't want you to know that either.
Dude, the way this story just keeps unraveling. This is so insane.
so his actual dad killed his actual mom, and then John and Evelyn adopted him.
Contact the Bureau of Prisons. Find out if this man has been paroled. If he has, I want his address, his phone number, his place of employment, and everything.
Wow.
Is that how Beth was able to write him out of the will and stuff?
Oh.
Like the trust?
But does Beth know?
Who the fuck are you?
Wow. If his brain wasn't already twisted about all this shit that's been going on.
Where'd you get your jacket?
Murdoch's, I believe, in doing.
I really like them short jackets like that. They look hot on a girl. You know what I think looks hot? When a girl wears a jacket like it's a shirt. Like nothing underneath, just the jacket.
Oh my God, Rip.
Oh shit! These are Carrie Kelly spurs! Whoo, I bet these sons of bitches sing all the way down the barn alley. Goddamn.
Rip's losing his mind.
Hey, if y'all were on a desert island and could only listen to one
God,
song
Mia!
for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would choose Turtles All the Way Down by Sturgill Simpson, personally. You know that song, Rip?
What song?
Turtles All the Way Down? Let me play it for you.
You know what? Put on some music. Wouldn't that be nice, Jimmy? Some music would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Mock. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
With my bare fucking hands, Jimmy.
Oh, man.
And you believe it too, because he has killed. Oh man,
Poor
she's
Rip.
so sweet though. I like her a lot, but Jimmy, don't bring her along.
Just Rip doesn't have the patience for that kind of thing.
Nope.
This market equities thing, it's a real pickle.
Are you advising them now?
The chairman. We find ourselves on the same side.
Well, this could be interesting.
Do you know Willa Hayes?
I've never met her.
She's gonna get you fired.
I'm pretty hard to get rid of.
What about your brother? Can he be trusted?
I wouldn't buy water from that motherfucker if I was in the desert.
Oh shit.
We're gonna have to get dirty.
I stay dirty.
Good.
Oh, they're gonna get along too well. Too well.
This will be interesting.
A little bit.
Oh my God, his head. Oh my God.
How do you not just have an instant concussion?
There's rodeo on the weekend, Jimmy. There's rodeo for a living. And then there's business rodeo. This here's the business rodeo.
That dude was getting his head smacked up on that horse's booty.
Yeah.
Boys got a rank one, huh?
Yep, where you want him at?
Drop him off in the arena. We'll stick him in a chute and see what he can do.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit, that's Sid's diner.
You ever met a world champion before, Jimmy? Now you have.
I thought she was getting the hots for somebody else. I was like, uh-oh. Jimmy's got competition.
Steiner brother.
Is that a baby? Is he 12?
Boy going pro this year?
Year after next.
You messing around with those high school rodeos?
Nah, Rip. We're gonna hold off till he can take a shot at the big show. That's when they'll find out what he's made of.
Oh, shit. He's a little kid.
He's probably a stone cold gangster on that horse. Holy shit. I don't know how you don't get like whiplash and like, that is so intense.
This is the thing? Watch somebody's body get thrashed around for sport? Good God.
He bugs pretty good, Rip, but he's no rodeo horse. I'll give you a few grand for him, but that's just because it's you.
Yeah, boss wants him off the field. I don't slap him on yours.
Tell you what, we can keep getting on him until he doesn't want to buck anymore if that helps you any.
I'll take care of it. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Rip.
You go.
Wait, he's saying that horse doesn't buck hard enough?
Evidently not, Jimmy. Let's go.
That's pretty wild. That horse looked like it was bucking hard as fuck.
I don't know, but that horse is real pretty.
That horse bucked off everyone at the ranch. He bucked me off twice. That Steiner kid stuck to it like a fucking Band-Aid.
That boy's been riding sheep since he was 4, Jimmy. Steers since he was 7. He's got 3 world champions in his family to teach him, and he could still die. I want you to think about that.
What is this? What, this is your way of telling me not to rodeo?
It's my way of showing you why you shouldn't. What you do with what I show you, Jimmy, I leave that to you.
Aw, he's having teachable moments.
Just like when he was doing the sliding competition.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
The fuck?
Wow, he saw Kayce in his mirror and he's just gonna bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit!
I
was
thought
like,
he was going for a mirror or something.
yeah, I was like, what is he gonna do with the fucking lasso on a moving truck?
Did you do this alone? Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Now I want a name and an address. And if you lie to me again, I'll start hitting you and I'll start beating you. You understand me?
Oh, shit. Damn.
I don't believe in coincidences. One thing you are is stupid. And you having the audacity to set foot in this state again, much less work on the land beside mine. My best guess is that your boyfriend in prison fucked all the common sense right out of you.
Shit. Oh, he was ready. Oh, damn.
Nice to see you have a child who lived, Wade. You sure drew the short straw when it came to you for a father, though.
Oh.
I gave you a job and a place to call home for the rest of your life, and you stole the one thing a fucking cowboy doesn't steal. And now you're here.
I'm here because I was hired to be here, and you can not like that all you want.
You have something belongs to me.
Come and get it.
I plan to.
Oh, man. For the record, he attacked John. John didn't go after him. He just said some words. It's not like John picked that fight.
Hey, don't blame me. I gave you a choice.
Oh, shit.
Well, this has a first chink in the armor feel to it.
Oh, he grabbed a bunch of beer.
Feel better?
Not yet.
He needs to chug a few.
Oh, so, dear. How are you today? Huh?
Well, my day was illuminating. Come sit with me.
I swear, if you ever came home and did that, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you today?
Oh.
Oh,
She's gonna do it right now?
What's that?
The proper term for it would be a juxtaposition.
I don't know what that means, though.
I know, baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Huh. Looks like an O-ring.
Oh, yeah, halfway right. I didn't think you were a diamonds and gold kind of girl.
I don't need presents, just you.
Well, that's what it means. It means that you have me, that I'm yours. It means come live your life with me. The only thing I ask is that you outlive me so I never have to live another day without you.
How could anyone not love Beth?
I can try and do that.
Okay. It's settled. We'll get married.
That sounded like an accent a little bit. Settled.
Yeah, baby, I'm asking you to marry me. Will you do that?
I would have to ask your father.
It's handled. He spared you the indignity. So what do you say?
I mean, I would like some diamonds, actually.
Fucking guy. They're so cute.
Beth, I can't go to the courthouse. There's no record I even exist on this planet.
Yeah, well, marriage license, that's just a contract, right? It's just business. We ain't going into business together. So marriage to me is you take me in front of those mountains, in front of my family, my friends. I don't have any friends, but should I make one, you would stand in front of them and you would tell them that there is no more you and I. There's only us.
I can do that.
I never in a million years thought the show was gonna get to this type of point.
I know.
This is so nice.
They're so sweet. You just want them to be happy and
You
love
better
each
not
other forever.
touch either one of them.
If this fucking show, I swear to God, I'll stop watching it.
See, there's so much talk about future relationships,
I know,
family,
shush.
legacy.
We're gonna let this one slide.
Like, where's it all going to?
Probably nothing good.
Old Jamie, it's going to that somewhere, somehow.
Open the door.
Is this shit gonna explode? We've seen a bunch of these blow up.
Get off the wall. What? Get off the fucking wall. Turn your chest to the wall.
Whoa, shit. Oh, shit. Kayce knew what the fuck was up. No one else did.
Well, I mean, he's got some experience.
He is a highly trained special forces.
Is everybody else okay?
That's why you wear the vest.
I told you to turn your chest to the wall. I would have hit you in the side. I'd be scooping you in a body bag with a shovel.
Holy shit. Yeah, turn your chest to the wall so that you...
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. That's... Oh. Holy shit, his arm.
Send EMS and all available units to my 20.
Oh my God.
What? Why does there have to be a kid screaming? Oh my God. What the fuck, dude?
You always preached the truth.
Oh boy.
You said it's all a man has, his word. Judge him by nothing else. Are there different rules for judging you? Or some other definition of truth that I'm unaware of?
You know the truth and what it means.
Oh, I don't know the truth. I just know lies.
What a shot.
I know the lie you told me every day of my life. And worse, if that's possible, the lie you had me tell you every day of my life.
What lie is that, son?
That. You called me son, and you made me call you father.
Sit down.
You don't get to tell me what to do anymore.
Then get the fuck out of my house.
Holy shit.
You can sit in my living room, or you can leave it. Those are your options.
Just because you're adopted doesn't mean he's not father's son.
I know. He still loves. Well, does he love him?
I mean,
I don't know.
their relationship is
When a
obviously
bull
been
breeds a
very
cow, we
splintered.
don't call the calf its son. The bull's a sire. The calf is its offspring. That's all. The cow, well, she is a mother because she fed it, protected it, cared for it, loved it. She deserves to be called mother. But the bull, he's just a bull. That's all. And that's all he'll ever be. Your mother never got a chance to love you. You were 3 months old when he beat her to death.
Oh my God.
The woman who loved you and fed you and protected you was my wife. And me, I protected you. I taught you, I guided you, I gave you love and kindness and everything your future was guaranteed to be without. So you can call me whatever you want, Jamie, but I will call you son. Because I've earned the right. And earning it has been the hardest thing I've ever done.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I knew him. And when he married the woman who gave birth to you, we all begged her not to do it because we knew. But I guess she thought she could save him. Why she wanted to bother in the first place, I don't know. The thing that drives us to do the very thing that will kill us. Pretty much everyone at one point or another, whether they're just mad or curious, wonders what life would be like with different parents. You actually have the opportunity to choose. You're a resourceful man, son, so if he's still alive, I'm sure you can find him. And you can look into his black fucking heart. You can look into his eyes, Jamie, and you get to choose. You can choose who you call father.
He's making some points.
This is such a deep story.
God damn, I'm tired. In my soul, I still feel young. And here, I feel 16. In my heart, I just feel so damn tired. And I never thought I'd be tired of living while I was still strong enough to do it. Good night, son.
Wow. But did everybody else know? Did Beth know? And Beth, I mean, if Beth knew and never threw that in his face.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh man, I did not want that episode to be done.
I feel like I've said this so much throughout the show as the story has just kept building and building and building. I never expected to get this much emotion in this show. And it's just, I mean, the Beth and Rip stuff is just such a great story.
Love it.
It's such a good story. And it's so cool to see them be happy together. Rip got his house, and it felt like everything from that moment changed because they get to be free together, the two of them, versus having to be around everyone or in the bunkhouse. He's detached from everyone else, but he's still there to like run the business and everything. But ever since he got that and essentially the acceptance into the family, the letter from John, it felt like everything changed. Beth stopped fucking around and being like difficult with him and like looking at other like dudes and like dealing with other.
Trying to make him jealous. I think.
Yeah, I mean, she was just living her life. But it felt like that moment is when everything changed with their relationship because they get to have one now.
Yeah.
They get to be away from everyone and they get to do their own thing. They get to wake up every morning and have breakfast. And if they, I mean, Rip doesn't really get to stay in bed and do nothing all day. But I mean, the idea is nice. The thought is nice. But it's one of those things where their relationship, when they were calling each other names and like 2 or 3 episodes ago, and she's like, call me wife, like you knew it was hopefully building towards that moment. You're kind of hopeful that we get to that spot before Rip dies. Or something
Shut
crazy.
up.
Or Beth dies. I mean, she almost...
Don't say that
the
stuff.
both of them have almost died multiple times, so shit.
What I really wanted to see Rip ask her. But it makes sense why he would never, because he felt like he was putting John in a situation. He didn't want to have to tell him no.
He didn't want to cross that line with John and spoil the relationship and the situation and make things weird and awkward and put John in a difficult spot, even though obviously it wouldn't have been the way John feels about Rip and the way John feels about Beth as a daughter.
It's all about Beth, though. Like, he I don't think he really fucking cared, as long as, like, he makes Beth happy and he's good for her.
Yeah.
Like, and he treats her well.
I think there'd be more debate and question and conversation if it wasn't Rip. If it was someone else, I think there would obviously be more discussion about it.
I mean, if they, but as long as they knew he was a good dude.
Right, but the idea that John basically saved Rip and Rip has been loyal number one since he showed up there, I think that has a lot to do with it. And the fact that, like, it's just so interesting seeing that side of Beth. Seeing her get emotional and just be soft, essentially in love, and having that conversation with her dad. And I hope Rip still goes and has a conversation with John. I could see him doing that. I know for me, that was a pretty scary moment when I asked your dad for your hand. Because, I mean, if you ever saw Nikki's dad, he's like 6'5", got the friggin' handlebar mustache, long hair, Harley rider. Well, very scary looking dude.
It's like a mustache that goes into the beard and the beard goes down. Yeah.
Big dude, intimidating. I mean, he's a big softy, but you look at him, you'd be like, oh my God, he's scary. But he liked me, so we're cool. But that was...
Did he, though?
Yes, absolutely. We had hot wings together. We drink beer on the porch together. We were cool. But it's one of those things where that could be a really intimidating moment. And even as Rip, who's big, bad, tough dude, doing that with John would be probably a horrifying moment.
But
because
I would
again,
love to see that.
I hope it happens. I hope that conversation plays out.
I would love that.
Because I feel like that would be two big, scary, tough, intimidating dudes getting all soft and emotional with each other.
If my children ever decide to get married, I hope they do. I mean, whatever makes them happy. And their partner comes up to us.
Oh, I'm going to give that person the hardest time and tease the shit out of them. And
I hope they're a good person.
Pull the whole Men in Black 2 thing on them.
Well, and to think about like the whole like married thing, like in talking about Jamie's actual parents and how they were like, don't do this. He's a fucking terrible person.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have two little lovebirds like absolutely engulfed in each other.
Yeah.
Just, I don't want to live another day without you moments.
Right.
And then it's just the two
that line,
ends of the spectrum is just wow.
That line that Beth hit Rip with, where you better
outlive
me.
Same way. I don't want to do this on my own, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So if you don't outlive me, I will see you there.
Okay. Deal.
Save me a seat.
I'm definitely going before Nikki for sure.
Shut up! Don't do that to me. I can't do this by myself, and I don't want to do it with anybody else.
It's tough. But her hitting that line, that was powerful.
That was so good. I love them so much.
It's like Beth is such a wide range.
I know.
She's like the most ruthless, has the best shit talk. She just has no fear when it comes to talking shit to people. But then she's like with Rip and with John, she's like the biggest softie. And it's just so good to see.
I love that whole like.
She's such a great character.
In front of my friends. I don't have any friends.
I was going to say that before she said it.
Friend.
I was like, wait, what friends does Beth have? And then she's like, I don't have any. I was like, okay.
But did you hear a little accent come out when she.
No, I'm not good at spotting that kind of stuff.
I heard a little.
Yeah? What kind of
British accent?
Oh. I think that's definitely not her real voice.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's her real voice, but she's changing it for the show, I believe. Yeah. But, I mean, I love that whole story. And this whole Jamie thing, holy shit.
Okay, but also, like, Jamie, they adopted you.
3 months old?
You've been chosen. Like, I mean.
Why'd they adopt Jamie and not Rip? It's an interesting question, right? That was my first thought. Is it because Rip was basically wanted for murder and they had to like, he can't exist?
Maybe
is that why? Because he even said it, like, he's like, I can't go to a courthouse and get married. There's no record of me living. So maybe when he went missing, like, there was never an option to officially adopt because Rip doesn't exist. He's off the books. He's been MIB'd. So I don't know. Men in Black reference because your identity is erased.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think that's probably that was the first answer that came to my mind. But I immediately was like, why does Jamie get adopted and Rip doesn't?
Well, I mean, Jamie was a baby.
Still, like, Rip was a teenager.
I know, but when you're a teenager, you can more so make decisions for yourself. When you're 3 months old, there's a long time before you can start making decisions for yourself.
I don't know. I feel like Rip at that age would have probably been like, yeah, can I be a Dutton, please? Like, I'm pretty sure he would have been cool with it. But I think it has to be the idea that he murdered people and he had a record, which is why he wears the brand and Jamie doesn't. But that storyline, you hit the friggin' birth certificate thing immediately. I was like, wait, I'm like, the way he's behaving is sketchy.
Why they focus on it? Like, what? Why? Yeah. Like, when he's like, after the meeting and she's like, no, before the meeting. And it's like, why all this emphasis on the incorrect syllable? You know what I mean? Just saying. I think Jamie's immediate reaction is probably very normal. But on the flip side, it's one of those things where, I mean, I know John preaches this whole honesty and truth thing, but in reality, it's like, just because you were adopted doesn't mean John's not your father. That doesn't mean he's not going to call you son. Yeah. It's like, that doesn't always determine father, son. But their fucking relationship is so wild.
I mean, I feel like it's probably gotten the most rocky since we started, like, basically when the show started. I feel like that's when all the drama began. Yeah. I mean, obviously Beth and Jamie always had issues, but no one knew about that. And Jamie was always doing, like, the dirty work for the family on the law side of things. So I don't think things got bad until basically season 1, episode 1. But that whole idea, and I think your question is one that I'm curious the most about. Who else knows? Do any of the other kids know? I mean, Beth is stone cold when she comes to, like, the relationship with Jamie. I actually want to go back and see if she's actually ever thrown that jab out before.
Because he didn't know. So,
like, why would he
didn't know what she was talking about, and she throws out a jab.
Why would he?
He's not gonna pick up on it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So I'm wondering if there's something, if she's ever used that as an insult, be like, you're not even one of us, or you're like something. Because
I mean, when she says, "What kind of man are you?"
Because, I mean, the obvious thing now that you know, like, obviously hindsight's 2020, but Jamie always felt like the outlier. He always felt like the one that didn't actually belong.
Sent him to school.
Well, right. But not even just that. I mean, Beth's smart, but I don't know what it is. Like, Jamie always had something different, especially when it came to the boys. We only got one episode with Lee, but obviously Lee was like a true hardcore cowboy because he was running the ranch and doing what Kayce's doing now. And Kayce's obviously a hardcore cowboy, military dude. Jamie's none of that. So it always felt like he was the odd one out of the family, but that's normal within families. Not everyone's always the same with the siblings. No. Yeah. So I would, this is the type of show, the way they're unraveling the show, I would love to have a second watch when we're all done and be like, oh, especially when it comes to, like, Beth insulting Jamie. Because the one insult that on the episode that I just recently edited, she threw, like, oh, are you pregnant? Like, she threw that at him. And it's like, oh, damn, that's actually a really, knowing now.
Oh, okay.
Like, because it was presented.
I'm going to have to go back to that episode now.
Because it's one of those things where they were having a discussion and they were insulting each other. And I mean, they weren't insulting each other yet. He walked into the room and was like, hey, I need help with something. And she's like, you're pregnant. And it's like,
I'm gonna have to go watch that now.
That's like a pretty deep fucking jab, now knowing the truth about their relationship. And I bet you there's tons of that shit throughout the show.
Oh my God. Well, I'm gonna have to go rewatch our episodes.
Yeah. Because it's definitely one of those things where it's like, holy shit. And I wonder if there's anything, whether it's just whatever it is that Beth might have said that could be related to this idea, or if John kept it quiet and didn't tell anyone. I wonder what that is now. And I mean, there's so many truths that are coming out about these folks. Yeah. Now that this whole idea of Beth and Rip getting married, is Rip gonna find out now about the truth about what Jamie did?
I think is
that gonna come out, or is that kind of put to bed now?
Well, I mean, I don't think it would really impact. I mean, yes, it impacts. Please don't get me wrong. It's different when it's like you did this, but then he's gonna know anyways because they had a pregnancy scare.
Right.
But like, does it hit the same when you don't think it's your baby, or does it hit different when you know that it was your baby?
I don't think any of that will matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. I don't, when it comes to Rip, I don't think any of that aspect of it will matter.
Well, no,
I think the
right,
fact
but, like,
that Jamie hurt Beth and did what he did to her is what will piss him off. And again, I still think this leads to some type of Jamie getting eliminated from the family. Like, I feel like it's building towards that. And I think that's still going to be, I don't think that, I asked if that story's put to bed. I don't think it is. I think that's going to come back at some point and be an important point to the relationships and the family dynamic and the future and the legacy and all that stuff that we keep talking about. This season has been so heavy on the future, the legacy, the family, all that stuff. And maybe now with Beth marrying Rip, does Rip kind of get put in line now to be someone who inherits the ranch?
But he can't though. Because of,
I mean, through Beth.
I know, but
so I don't know, but
she own it, he run it.
Yeah, I just this show is absolutely incredible. I am absolutely loving the way they're telling the story and the way that it's just unraveling and the way that we're revealing things. Nothing has felt out of place. The idea that Jamie's birth certificate would come up now totally works under the circumstances of what is happening, because he's in this new office, this new high-level political office, which I'm wondering why it didn't come. He never became anything. He never actually followed through running, so maybe the birth certificate never came into play back then. But now that he's officially in the seat, he's in the role, now it comes into play. But I don't know.
Do you ever think that like John pulled him out before he could find his birth certificate
I don't
for
know.
a reason?
Maybe. I don't know. I think it all works. I don't have any questions or issues with the coincidence of the storytelling. I think it all fits really well.
Well, John said he doesn't
I
believe
think
in
it's great.
coincidences, so.
Fair. So, excellent episode. Excellent show.
I didn't want it to end. I really liked that.
I can't wait to see where it goes and how. Because, I mean, we still had that big, crazy threat about the land and all that stuff. So, yeah, we'll see where this goes. Any other thoughts?
No.
Excellent stuff. Great job, Yellowstone. You guys share all your thoughts, leave your comments. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.